Hey guys, welcome to my live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Thanks for hopping on and joining me. We'll just hang tough for a minute here. Just got back from the vet not too long ago. Then we cooked up some delicious supper, pork chops and a salad, a big salad. We had the big salad. Hope you guys are doing well. Cece got a clean bill of health, I think. He's not in any pain anyway. That's a good thing. As you can hear him barking in the background there, saying, hola, hola. So, yeah, we just walked down to the vet. It's like a half hour from our house here. Sprinkled a little bit while we were waiting for CC to get his x-ray. He had an x-ray today. So, but overall, he's doing pretty good. So we're happy about the vet thinking that he's not in any pain. So that's always a good thing. Hey, Diana. Welcome, welcome. Can you hear me okay? Volume's good? Yeah, so anyway, I was just talking about Cece there. He went to the vet, had an x-ray. He's doing all right. We weren't sure if he was in pain or not. So the vet doesn't recommend he go up and down stairs anymore because of his deteriorating ligaments in his back. So it's tough though because we can't always pick him up because he tries to bite us. But yeah, so like he just was out today, and we have a fair flight of stairs to get up to our suite here at the top floor. But he'll bounce up those stairs like nothing. Like he just bounces up them. So yeah, we can, like I said, we can't always pick him up. So let me see what my volume sounds like. Looks like it's pretty good on my end. I think sometimes YouTube has a glitch with its volume though. Like I was listening to a live today and their volume was really super low. And even though I'm deaf, I even put my hearing aids in and I could still barely hear them. So, and other people were commenting the same thing on their live stream. So I know it's not just me who can't hear anything. Now, I talk pretty loud to begin with, so because I am deaf. We'll see what I sound like here. Oh, this is not opening. Let me. Yeah, as we get older, I mean, everything gets harder, right? You know. Hey, skeptical, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good, my friend. We're just talking about little Cece here. Right on, right on. Are you still in Mexico? Are you gone back to Canada now? I can't remember if you're still over there in California, sir. How's the volume on your end? Be managed with treatment. Jen says be managed with treatment. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Good to hear. Thanks for the gift. If that was you, it said it came from Steven, so I'm assuming it was you, and you wish me happy birthday. Thanks for the $20, man. Big shout out to Steven. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so thanks, buddy. It's actually a week from tomorrow, but that's okay. I'll your $20 will be spent wisely, that's for sure. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let all my big millions that I'm making off of YouTube, as you can tell, look at this luxurious lifestyle I'm living here. I'm just gonna let that all accumulate and build up like a savings account for retirement. Hey, hello there, bro. My brother Lynn is online. Thanks for hopping on. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that build up. So save it for retirement, even though I am retired already. But when I really retire, so anyway, like back to little Cece, we're all happy that he's got a relatively clean bill of health, and we're happy that he's not in any pain. He's not suffering, so that's a good thing. So Jennifer was really concerned that he was suffering. I mean, he's old and he doesn't want to go anywhere. You know, he wants to just stay home. He's only happy when we're in bed. I'm getting quite a glow off the top of my bald head there from the light up there. Looks like I have a cut in my head, like my head is split open. Yeah, sounds like me too. Yeah, just happy when we're all in bed together. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, I really appreciate the gift, man. I really do. I give you a shout out there on Face Crack. So I didn't want to tag you because I didn't know some people don't like to be tagged and stuff. So I didn't tag you, but it's good to know because you're the first person to buy us a coffee. So that was good to see how that worked, or tequila, whatever you want to say. So it was nice to see how that worked. I got an email probably immediately after you did it, which was kind of cool. And then it said, "Oh, Steven supports you," and said your little thing there, "Happy birthday." So that was kind of cool to see that it does work and how it works. So very, very cool. But yeah, anyway, back to old age and the dog. And yeah, I'm old and cranky too. Yeah, I was happiest when I'm at home eating chips and drinking a pop. I've been really cutting out the pop lately. So in Watuco, we had a store that was like, either way we went, there was a store at the end of the block. We went one way, there was a store at the end of the block. Went the other way, there was a market right there. And yeah, it was handy, but it was also too handy because we'd just go, oh, I just feel like a Coca-Cola. I'd walk over there, Coca-Cola, or walk to the other end. Oh, I'll get a Coca-Cola. If one's closed, the other one was open, so no problem getting a Coke or a bag of chips. Steven, not Stefan. No, it could be Stefan, I guess. But Steve. So here we don't have that grocery store so close, which is nice. Right? So yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna I do spend I act to be honest with you, man. I treat YouTube like a lot of YouTubers, like a full-time job, like guys that aren't working. I'm making either I'm making videos or I'm editing videos or I'm shooting videos with shorts and try to keep up with the young kids. So I like making the short little clips too. And then same with my social media. Like I like doing the editing for little clips on Facebook, the little reels. I like making those because they're short and they're fun and easy to make, and I find it's a good way for me to be creative, making those shorts and then matching the music with the video and matching even the transitions with the video, right? Like when you make those little reels on YouTube, and it's good practice for my longer formatted videos too. But trying to get the transitions and control the volume. So now with this editing app, before I used to just bang out a video and just throw it up there, hardly did any editing at all. Now I spend a lot of time editing, where you're tuning down the volume, the sound as the clip comes to an end, and then when it start a new transition, it's the sound is more smooth, right? So I'm learning quite a bit. And then I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was saying, well, when I was biking here, I'm learning so much about the area that I'm in. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably wouldn't be learning as much as I'm learning because I'm researching my video. Like, for example, the dunes. When I made that dunes video, I researched the area and the dunes, and I learned a lot about that area. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Oh, hey, Germany, Kitsai. I don't know how you say that. Probably butchering it. Well, I really appreciate it as an older guy that's making these videos. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be 58 in June 2nd here, coming up pretty quick. So I don't really consider myself a young buck, as we would say in Canada. Not a young buck anymore. That's what the natives would say. He's a young buck. Yeah, I really appreciate your support, man. And Diana, especially Diana, a big shout out to you. Diana's been following us for quite a while, and she comments on every video, several comments. And we really look forward to reading your comments and seeing your comments and interacting with you on in the comment section. A big shout out to Diana for supporting us as well. All you guys, for sure. We really appreciate it. It's subscribers like you guys that keep us going because sometimes, it's not every day. It's better roses, right? As they say, like anything, right? Sometimes you just feel like, piss on it. I quit. I don't want to do it no more. And, whatever, like anything, right? So, but then you get, we get bad comments too. Like YouTube blocks a lot of comments. Anything that's hate speech, YouTube will block automatically. Like I don't block it, YouTube does. And then I can go in and see. And if YouTube, if they figure, sometimes YouTube blocks stupid comments. It doesn't even need to be blocked. But a lot of times they do block comments that's hate speech. So, and we do get them. And I'm sure every YouTuber gets hate speech. So yeah, it's just nice to see the positive comments and from positive people, right? So yeah, so back to Germany. I'm assuming that you're in Germany, but my brother-in-law, he went to Germany and had his back operated on. My sister went there. They just loved it. They loved it there. My sister thought it was so cool that at the lights, like all the vehicles would turn off. I know Jen's Beamer in Canada, it would shut off when you stopped at the lights automatically. But she was saying that the cars they turn their vehicle off when they pull up to the lights and not to stop pollution and reduce pollution and noise, whatnot. So that's kind of cool. I remember driving with my mom Oh, nice. Hamburg. Cool. Yeah, you get around, man. Good on you. Good on you. Oh, what are you saying burr for? I'm missing something. Oh, what did Lynn say? Can tell you've gotten a lot. Oh, thanks, bro. Oh, you're in California. Okay. Oh, Germany is just your nickname. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Well, welcome from California, Mr. Germany. I'd love to go to Germany anyway. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would love to travel there. That would be so cool. I wish I could travel more than what we do now. But for now, we're exploring Mexico. I hope eventually we do get to go over to Thailand or to Southeast Asia somewhere. That would be really cool. Explore that area. I don't think I could ever afford to go to Europe. It's pretty damn expensive over there. Pretty unless I win the lottery, but I'd have to buy a lottery ticket for that to happen. So yeah, but yeah, I would love to travel more. I'm very happy and blessed to be traveling around Mexico, though. I'll tell you, I'm very very fortunate to be traveling around Mexico, so I'm quite content doing that right now. We do enjoy traveling around here, so yeah, yeah. We're really thinking about. Well, I am anyway. I don't know, Jennifer. We haven't really talked about it too much. She wants to wait till she's fully retired before we go over there. But I'm thinking we maybe start. Well, I'm definitely going to go to Thailand eventually, but I'm thinking we probably start off in the Philippines. So one of the islands there, because I know I got a lot of inside information on the Philippines. I know a lot of Filipino people. I love the Filipino people. I've never met a Filipino that I didn't like. So I think we'll probably start off there, and from there for sure we'll be going to Thailand and other places over in Southeast Asia. But yeah, definitely, I want so far anyway. Like nothing's written in stone, but that's kind of where I would like to start off. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it looks from what I've seen. I mean, I've never been there, but I know I have friends that I know Canadian people that are there. A good friend of mine, Canadian guy. I've never met him in person, but he lives over there. He's from Canada, and then I worked with many Filipinos in the restaurant when I was a cook back in Canada. I worked with a lot of Filipinos, so and then when we were in Veracruz, we met a younger Filipino guy that was living below us, and yeah, I know a lot of Filipinos. Oh, yeah, Japan would be yeah, frick. Oh, I tell you, Steve, if I was young, tell him to go for it, man. Go for it. Do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if I was younger, I wouldn't hesitate. Japan looks just beautiful, and I've been watching videos on that whole area, and I've been doing a little bit of research, not extensively, but it just looks amazing. Like Mexico. I mean, I love Mexico too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not leaving because I don't want to leave Mexico because I dislike Mexico now. It's just I want to explore more of the world. Like a lot of people, right? Not everybody, but a lot of people want to travel, right? So we're not done, obviously, exploring Mexico. We still got more to do. So it'll be a few years yet, but stick around. Hopefully, in a few years, and we'll be doing a live stream from the Philippines or Thailand or whatever. Let me get my water here, guys. 1 second. I got a frog in my throat. Oh, right on. Yeah, for sure. I wished I would have started learning Spanish when I was younger. That's where a lot living in the USA, especially in the southern states, they got an advantage with the language. All we were taught in school was bloody French. I would have much rather learned to speak Spanish than French. I say that now, but in hindsight, who knows what I would have been like when I was a child. So let me get a water here, guys. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Oh, the dogs, the neighbor's dogs are barking. Hey, you being a good boy? There we go. Much better. Yeah, we got a little bit of rain tonight. Cooled off quite a bit here. It was well, it's 19 right now. It might be a little bit different here. It was a nice cool breeze today. When we left the bed, it was clouded over. Yeah, it's 19. So a low of 18 tonight. 31 today, only 29 tomorrow, a low of 17 tomorrow. So that's all right. I really like this cooler temperatures in the evening here. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So I got a bike ride tomorrow. I'm going with my friend Larry, but we're gonna go on e-bikes. He's got an extra e-bike that it's not his, but he rides his friend. Like he's got a friend who went to the US. He's back in the USA. I think he's just a snowbird, but Larry's storing his e-bike. So he told Larry he could ride his bike. So Larry rides his e-bike, and then he lends me his e-bike. So on Tuesday when I go with him, I get to ride an e-bike. Last week was my first time. Yeah, last week we left at 7:30. That was where I made that. I was a really cool video I made, I thought anyway, of this statue. I got some nice footage there with Larry. He gave me a lot of time to make that video. So I'll have a full video coming out on it soon in a few weeks, but maybe a month or whatever. But I got quite a few videos on queue there ready to be made. So, but anyway, yeah, we go early in the morning. Tomorrow we're gonna go. Yeah, try to go before it gets too hot. Exactly. Tomorrow we're gonna go at 8 o'clock, and we're gonna drive up into the mountains because it's quite a ways away. So we're gonna haul the bikes to the mountains, and we're gonna go on an old logging road and some biking trails up there. There's big biking groups here in Oaxaca, man. A lot of people bike here, like professional riders, like mountain bikers that go out, whole groups, 20, 30 people that go out. When we did our Sunday ride, we went out yesterday on Sunday, and man, what a great time I had. That's the furthest I've ever biked, I'm pretty sure, except for maybe when I was a child. But we went 40 miles, so over 60 kilometers biking. And the last stretch was up in the mountain. So there was we went bigger hills the last weekend. Last Sunday the hills were more extreme, but it was a shorter ride. So this time was a longer ride, but the hills weren't as extreme as they were last week. But it was still a heck of a ride. And I was at the back of the pack again, and yeah, I had my shirt off this time. Like I was no shirt, no helmet. Like the white guy with no shirt, no helmet. Everyone else has got their helmets on. He got fully clothed. That's freaking hot, man. Freaking hot. Freaking so hot. As soon as I lost my shirt and that helmet, I felt a lot better. And I rode without my shirt and helmet on. Had the cool breeze, you know. You get going on the bike and you get a good wind, right? So yeah, I hate the helmet too. It just when I was in the city, I wore it going through the city because we're in the traffic. But out in the jungle, down the trail, I'm not wearing a freaking helmet, man. Yeah, like if I fall, like I'll put my hand down and make sure I don't, hit my head. If it's my time, it's my time. I'm not wearing a helmet in the jungle. No bloody way. In the city, leaving, yes. When I come back, I didn't wear it either, though. I was like, whatever. Yeah. A lot of the trail was pretty cool. So we went down the old railway track. It runs between the two highways, and they made a walking trail, sidewalk on the old railway track. And that railway track used to go all the way to Mexico City, according to Larry. So I'm going to do some research on it when I make the video. But yeah, how cool is that? And it went for a couple miles on that old railway track, and it was a nice paved sidewalk all the way through with trees on both sides for shade. And yeah, it was nice. And there was people walking and jogging on it and biking and everything. And they had it even divided, just like a road with the lines and everything. It was really nice. And it took us right out of the city on that route. And then we went through some small pueblos, some small towns. Yeah, it was really cool. Really, really cool. It was an excellent ride. We went to a dam, and I made a little, if you're follow us on Facebook, I encourage you to. If not, oh well, whatever. A lot of people aren't into Facebook, but if you want to follow us on Facebook, Two Gringos on the Gulf, I post a lot on there. So I did a reel of it already at the dam, and then at the tower. I don't know what happened to my phone. We went after the dam anyway. We went up to a cabin, and there was like a nice cabin with big glass windows, sliding doors in the front, and then it had a little deck in the front, and then on the top, the roof, because it was built on the side of the mountain, so you could go up to the top, and they had a big deck on top of the roof. It was really freaking cool. And I remember that, yeah. And yeah, we were on top, and we met up with another group of bikers at the dam, and I got videos of them with the drone. I was flying the drone when they went by, and then they went underneath the drone. I got a video of them on the drone going underneath one. They're all in their biking gear, a bunch of younger guys, and they had like a full face motorcycle helmet on, some of it and everything. One guy had a GoPro and everything on his helmet. And so it's like some serious riders, right? Proper boots and everything. That's another thing. I wore my hiking boots on Sunday, and I'm glad I did. So because you're walking. So anyway, I was monkeying around after the dam, after I did my drone and whatnot, and we kind of took a break at the dam, and then I was monkeying around with the drone, put that away, and then we went just a few hundred yards away, and there was another cabin, a cabin. So we were checking that cabin out, and it had horse barns there. Like there was a horse stall, a couple horse stalls, like probably 4 or 5 horse stalls, and a cabin, and then like I don't know if it was a little guest house or like it was nice though. Like all the buildings were really nice, like nice, really nice cabin in the middle of nowhere, right behind the dam. And yeah, so we're there, and I was trying to make a short. I was making a short, and I wanted to show the cabin with my GoPro, and I was monkeying around. Well, they had left while I was doing that. They left my group, and I seen the young fellas, because they were there with us. They were talking. Everyone was kind of yakking and whatnot. So they all left together, but the young guys were behind them, and they went to the right, and my group went to the left, and I didn't see that. And I went to follow the guys that went to the right. I thought it was my group. But there's like 9 of us, and from the back with helmets on, everyone looks the same. I didn't know. I just seen bikes go. So I followed them, and I go, and all of a sudden they're gone. I'm like, and then there's trails going everywhere. I'm like, oh my effing God, these guys just left without me. And I'm like, okay, so don't panic. I don't want to go and, try to find them, because then I'll get lost myself, right? I have no cell service. My phone doesn't work. I'm out in the jungle, in the mountains, So yeah, lost, exactly. Like that guy, one of the guys said from the biker, isn't this how a bad horror movie starts? Get lost in the bush. So anyway, I'm like hollering at the top of my lungs, hey, hey. And about 15, and I'm just thought, you know what? I'm going to go back to the cabin, and sure as shit, I pray to Jesus, Larry on the e-bike comes back for me, So after about 15 minutes, it felt like a half hour, but it was probably only about 15 minutes, maybe 20. It was a little bit though. It's not like it was 5 minutes, but it was a good 15, 20 minutes. And me hollering, and he said he could hear me, and I figured they probably could, because we're in a valley, right, in the mountains, and it's still in the valley. So I figured if they could hear me. So anyway, Larry did come back, and he come back from the other direction, the opposite direction I went looking for them. And I'm like, oh, you guys did go to the left. I wasn't sure. And he's like, well, you got to keep up with the group. And I'm like, well, no, it's not that I got to keep up with the group. I got to pay attention and not muck around with my with my GoPro and my electronics and my video and shit. Freaking hell. So anyway, he comes and we go out, and then we're looking for the group now because he's left the group to come back and get me. And they're going around looking for the trail, how to get up to this cabin. Because that was our destination, was to go to this cabin that had the roof. We've seen pictures of it because other guys have gone there. And our other guide that normally comes with us wasn't there. And so this lady, I can't remember her name, sorry, but a Mexican lady, an older lady, she come and she knew the way. So Larry knew the way how to get so far, but she knew the way how to get to the cabin. Well, she thought she did. So we're wandering around looking for the trail. And then finally we find, all of a sudden you were just through the jungle, and you can see in some shorts that I made, like it's fairly open, like there's trees, but you can see there's trails like just going off everywhere. There's trails everywhere going off. And finally, all of a sudden we stumble upon what do you call it? Not a paved road. What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Not paved, but cobblestone. Like an old cobblestone road in the middle of the bush and going up to the cabin. So we found the cobblestone road. We follow that, and like the cobblestone road just comes to an end. Like there's nothing. So they just built a cobblestone road for the last little bit to get up to the cabin. And then there's stairs as well, like a nice, old, been there for probably, I don't know, a long time, old, right? And then there's a trail going around the stairs, and we walked our bikes up there. It was pretty rocky. And then up on the side of the mountain, we walk up there, traipsing our bike up there. And yeah, it was pretty freaking cool anyway. It was pretty freaking cool. I don't know if I have that. Let me see. Yeah, it was an awesome adventure anyway. It really was. Yeah, no, I took it off. What a bonehead I am. Again, I had a video, but I put it on my hard drive. Oh well. Oh well. You'll see it when I make the full video. So it was pretty cool anyway. It was a very cool day. So I'm really looking forward to these rides with these guys. Like we go on Sunday and Tuesdays now. So I go with the main group on Sunday, and then Tuesday I'll go with Larry. There's another guy that's going to come with us tomorrow. We're leaving at 8:00. I'm going to walk down to the park. It's about a 20-minute walk from where I am. So I'll leave at 7:30. So I'm early. He's going to pick me up in his van, and we'll hop in his van and go out there. But there's a guy coming with us, another American fella. I think he said he's from Idaho or Iowa. I can't remember. Somewhere in the U.S. anyway. But he's not biking. He's just going to hike. So the three of us are going to go. Me and Larry are going to hop on the e-bikes and take off. And this guy's going to hike the trails, and then we'll meet up with him or whatever. So that'll be kind of cool. So that's tomorrow's adventure. You know what? I've always been adventurous, always, even when I was younger, and even to this day. And Jennifer is just as adventurous as I am. So, yeah, those falls were pretty cool in Huachuco, climbing through that cave. That was pretty cool. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend you go watch that, where we climb in the cave. I never experienced anything like that and when I went the first time, the water was beaten down even harder than when I went with my brothers, because it was a lot drier. So I went a few months prior to that with Oscar and a group of people. And yeah, the water pressure, the force coming from the falls was a lot stronger than it was when I went with my brothers, with my family there. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So anyway, what an adventure. And then, yeah, exactly. You don't exactly, Lynn. And Lynn, my brother, I must run in the family because he's very adventurous too. I remember when we were kids, Lynn would go and be gone for hours and walk for miles and miles and miles to go fishing all by himself, like 6 years old, out walking down the country roads for hours by himself. Yeah. He was. I think you were more adventurous than I was when we were kids. Actually, when we were kids, for sure. I like you said though. You don't. If you're not adventurous, you don't see nothing. You got to get out there. To see stuff, right? So good times, good times. Like yeah, if you sit in your house and drink beer every day and hang out at the pool and sit in a pub and drink beer every day, well, pretty tough to experience life. So I enjoy and it's good exercise too, right? Like I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle here. So and I encourage you to live a healthy lifestyle. So everybody, because you'll be thankful when you get to be 70 if we live that long, right? So what you do to your body today, you will be thankful tomorrow. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to have the odd beer, not too, but I like to get out and get some exercise. I like to see new things and explore new areas, right? I never was a drinker. Yeah, Oscar's the one that yeah, he's the guy that had the bike shop. So I've been really lucky here in Oaxaca running into these bike guys. So I just searched them out because I like biking. So I'm gonna sell my bike when I leave here. Though I'm gonna buy an e-bike. So I'm still gonna bike, but I'm gonna get one of those electric assist bikes. So you're still pedaling, but if you get tired, it'll be easier to pedal. So still get the exercise, but yeah. Again, I want to get a good one, like one that will be, like a mountain style bike, right? So I can go off road, not just strictly on the pavement with it, you know. So that'll be good, and I'll get one for Jen so we can go together more, you know. This on Sunday the ride would be too much for Jennifer. She doesn't have a proper bike for it. If she had a proper bike, these guys go too far. Like they say medium level, but medium level for young people, not for old people. For old people, it's like extreme level what they're doing for sure. I mean, they're like that ride the other day. Oh, it's a friendly ride. No, we're way up in the mountains, man. Like, yeah, I thought I died 3 times. I kept saying, "Where's the tacos? Where's the Coca Cola? How much further till we get a Coke?" When's the Coca Cola and tacos coming? And of course, they'd be like, "Oh, it's just 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes," and then I'd ask like 20 minutes later, "How much further till?" "Oh, it's just another 10 more minutes." That's what you said a half hour ago. For God's sake, Jesus Christ! When the hell are we gonna get some food? Now with Larry, I'm gonna bring my own food because Larry doesn't. Well, we're gonna be up in the jungle, so there's not gonna be no food up there. So I'll bring my own food. I'm gonna bring some fruit and a couple of bottles of water. I've only been bringing one bottle of water. I'm starting to bring two now. Tomorrow I'm gonna start bringing two. So, but the Sunday ride we stopped. Like when we stopped this Sunday. So last time we stopped at our guy, it was our guide's. It was his birthday. It was 2 days ago. So we had cake and he went to his godparents' restaurant, like an outdoor, typical Mexican restaurant outside. It was really good, authentic Mexican, Oaxacan Mexican food. It was really good. It's good atmosphere, good vibe, a good group of people I'm biking with. I really like these guys. They're all really friendly. We got a mix of locals and foreigners. So it's really nice. So I really, really appreciate that and very thankful that I'm involved in that group now. So, and it's all free. You just show up and go. If you don't have a bike, rent one. And, but anyway, so we stopped after the mountains that day and I flew the drone up there. I really want to go back up to that spot because it was so beautiful up there. We were on top of the mountain and just see for miles and miles. It was so beautiful. And I didn't have much time because I wanted to go. So, but anyway, then we stopped and ate, and which is good. And then it was all mostly downhill coming home, which is nice, right? it's always downhill coming home because Oaxaca City is in the valley. So, and then it's surrounded by mountains. When you leave the city, you're going into the mountains no matter which way you go, because all of Oaxaca City is surrounded by mountains pretty well. So that's really cool. So coming home, it's mostly downhill, which is nice. So on this Sunday, when we stopped and ate in a little puebla outside of the city, probably about a half-hour car ride away. It was well over an hour to get back after we ate, well over an hour to bike back. But we had dinner outside at a little market behind the church in a little puebla, big, beautiful church. Like I just wish so much, right? I wasn't want to spend so much time, and I would have loved to explore the church and the town more, but we're biking. I'm with a group of people, so I go, do what they're doing, right? So anyway, we had some tacos. I had the birria tacos behind the church. So there's a whole bunch of vendors selling food and fresh juice, lots of fresh juice and fresh fruit, and then fresh food, tacos, birria, and all different kinds of Mexican food, right? Even empanadas, and so I had birria, and then I had a big glass of Jamaica juice, and that was 35 pesos. You can do the math on that. My Jamaica juice was more than my birria. I only had the one birria, and I was looking. Buddy had like 3, and I'm like, geez, maybe I should have ordered 2, but they were pretty fair size. I'm like, well, I don't want to gorge myself, so I just had the one. And after I ate it, I was fine. I was like, I'm glad I just stuck with the one. But the birria was 30 pesos, and my big glass was like a glass like this. It was a big jug of Jamaica juice for 35 pesos. So, and it was good. So, yeah, so it was nice. And we all sat, there was a big group. It was all different people this Sunday, except for Larry and the one young fella, and then Alex, the Asian kid from the USA, young guy. He didn't come all the way though. He didn't even come to the dam, to the cabin. I don't know what he took off. He never wears a helmet either. He's out there with us. He doesn't wear a helmet. He doesn't have gloves or no. He just got his bike. Him and his bike. That's it. He's like me. I have gloves though. I wear gloves. So, but yeah, he doesn't even own a helmet. I don't think. I have my helmet with me. I put it in my basket this time. Last time I didn't have my bike last time. I rented a bike last time because my bike was getting fixed. And that was another thing. Buddy fixed my bike. And he totally restored my bike. Like he had it frame off restoration. So I was able to take my bike this time. So it was nice. It worked great. He did a great job fixing it up. So very, very pleased. Cost me well, it was 1,000 pesos, but I tipped him 150 pesos. So because I was just so happy with the work that he did and whatnot. So it was 1,000 pesos to he basically rebuilt my bike pretty well. He did a lot of work to it, so cleaned it all up. Got really good, a full service of my mountain bike, which it really needed it. So it was kind of cool. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's ride with Larry. So last Tuesday was my first time on an e-bike, and that was pretty cool. I never rode an e-bike before, so and I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to getting on one again, and we're going to be. The last time I was with Larry, it was all flat, and we were through the farmland and whatnot. So it was pretty flat, other than the last little hill to get up to the statue, which was really not that. It wasn't that much. So, and with the e-bike, the hills are nothing. Yeah, it's going to be cooler up in the mountains as we go higher up. It's definitely going to be cooler, for sure. Yeah, it'll definitely be cooler up in the mountains. Yeah, I did. I found a great group. I got 2, and I met Larry through that group. He goes with those guys all the time, and then he kind of does his own thing on Tuesdays and Fridays. And he's 79 years old, guys. He's 79, and he's in damn good physical condition. 79 years old, out here living on his own, biking and living here in Oaxaca. He's been here for 14 years in Oaxaca City. So he really likes it. He likes the mountains. He likes cooler temperatures. He's not a beach guy. So, he found his little piece of paradise at whatever, however old he was when he moved here. I say he's 79 now, so good on him. Yeah, Jen's saying it's beautiful here in the comments there. It is beautiful here. She's got her workstation set up in the kitchen so she can be distracted by the view. She's got a beautiful view of the city because we're up on the hill here, on the side of the hill. So it's kind of nice. We have a beautiful, the whole one wall is window pretty well, right from the fridge to the end is all window. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, that's about it. And then what else? What's going on with you guys? You got anything to say? Steven, Diana, what else? What's going on in your guys' world? You're back in Canada. Diana, what's up with you? How you doing out there? And my brother, what's up with you? What's going on in your world? And Germany, I think that is a female. Miss Germany, what's going on with you there in California if you're still on? Your nickname is Journey Christy. Oh, maybe it's Kitsy, short for Christy. I don't know. Definitely got a woman profile picture on your YouTube there. Looks like a piece of artwork, like a drawing. Jennifer's got little Cece's face. Skeptical's got the big S for Superman. And Diana's got the big D for Diana, like me. Big D, Daryl. And my brother's just got his bald head, like me. Not Artelli's my brother. Yeah. I didn't have no Coca-Cola this time. I just had the Jamaica juice. I know, right? At 79, I told Larry, I said, man, I hope I'm half as active as you at 79. He's going to be 80 this year. I think his birthday's coming up here. Oh, okay, back in Oregon. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool. What's the weather like there? We got 19 Celsius here right now, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. So yeah, other than that, I don't know. Excited for this week's ride tomorrow, next week, I should say, Sunday. I don't know where we're going next Sunday, but they go somewhere different all the time. Oh, cool! Right on. Well, I'm gonna go live more often. Miss Germany. I'm just gonna call you Miss Germany. How does that sound? Or California girl. Could say California girl. That's another good one. I had a friend in. No, she was Florida girl. That's right. I met her in the Yucatan. And I called her Florida girl. Well, you can be our California girl. So, yeah, I've never been to California. Jennifer has. I would have liked to have gone. I like the ocean, so I'm sure I would have liked it there. So, yeah, I'm going to go live more often and just random. So, I don't know. I'm not going to set no date or time because I'm not going to commit to live streams because it's just too hard for me anyway to commit to a live stream. I'm already committed to my 2 videos a week. On my page it says we only do 1 video a week, but I'm going to keep trying to do 2 and it seems to be okay doing 2 videos, so I'm not going to commit to a live stream, but I am definitely going to do them more while I'm here. So maybe 2 if I get on, like I just did one the other day. So I don't know, maybe I'll do 2, 3 a week. We'll see how it goes with making the videos. So it takes a lot of time for me to make the videos. So, 70, okay. That's not bad. So 70, I think that's pretty close to what we are, I think, right now. A little bit warmer, I think. 70, that'd be like 20 something, I think. 20 some Celsius. I'm not sure. Spring type weather. Yeah, expensive. Yeah, well, yeah. I think everywhere is expensive right now. It really is. Everywhere is expensive. Canada is expensive too. You want to shut that dog up? Get to bed. Get to bed. Go to bed. There he did. He went to bed. I can't pick the laptop up. I had you on my phone. I can show you. Yeah, he went to his bed. I don't know if if you watched our videos, you know we have stairs that go up to the bed for him so he can get up on the bed. Yeah. Anyway, back to maybe just close the door. I think close. Oh, the door is closed. I think it's because we got the door open. He's barking. Close the door. Barking like crazy. Yappy little dog. Oh, no, I just heard the neighbor's dogs out there barking. Hey, Keith, welcome, man. Hola, poop shooter. That's right. Well, that's gonna be the name of it all the time because I'm not. Yeah, whatever. I'll just come on, whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever I feel like talking about. Cece's the star, all right. Somebody said, well, it would have been a good video if we didn't have to hear the dog barking. Well, that was a while ago. Someone commented about on a video, and well, it was good, but the dog barking, I didn't like that. Sorry, we got a dog. He barks. I said I got a lot of videos where he's not barking. Go watch those ones. Yeah, he's just saying hi. I think he's gonna settle down now a little bit, maybe, hopefully. Pray. Trust me, his barking annoys the F out of me sometimes too. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be the name of my live, shooting the poop, shoot the shit. So come on, let's shoot the shit. I don't know how to put that on the title though, but we'll do. I just said poop to be a little bit more kid friendly. Not that there's any kids watching my live stream, but yeah, dogs bark exactly. Yeah, dogs bark. That's what dogs do. They bark. Yeah, and they lick their privates. Yeah, that's what dogs do. So anyway, yeah, that's that's funny, eh, Keith? Shoot the poop, man. Shooter the poop. The poop shooter. Poop shooter. That's a good one. That's going to be the name of all my lives, though. And the title is going to be Shoot the Poop. Come on, let's shoot the shit, man. So, whatever you want to talk about, it's just going to be like what's been going on in our world, stuff we don't, kind of inside information that we don't talk about on, videos and stuff. So, get to see the real two gringos on the Gulf, right? So, and I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll have that. I don't know. Maybe we hit 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000. I'll do the like a lot of people are doing with the channel. I can't remember what it's called. The where you got to pay and they'll show you behind the scenes footage or whatever, and you pay $2 a month or whatever it is that people charge. I think you can set that up. I had friends that have YouTube channel and they have it. And I have friends that don't have it too, but I can't remember what is it called now. Where you pay to like a paid subscription or whatever, right? Membership. That's the word I'm looking for. Jesus, couldn't think. Membership. Yeah, they got grow your community, and YouTube promotes that too, right? Like in my back office, grow your community with a paid membership, and I'm pretty sure you can set the amount. So, but I don't know. Whatever. I don't have time for that. Like I said, maybe when we get 15, 20,000 subscribers, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. My friends, they don't have very many subscribers. They got a lot of people that have signed up to their membership, though. They don't charge very much, though. I think theirs is like $3 a month or something to get behind the scenes footage, and but then you got to create more content for that, right? I mean, it's a business, right? So it's whatever. They like it, and they seem to be doing good. They have a good channel. My cruising friends there, they support us, and I support them. I like their videos. They get a lot of views and a lot of comments and a lot of likes and whatnot. I like their channel. Yeah, I think it depends. Yeah, I don't know. It's extra work for sure. It is. So yeah, that's kind of the way I feel. Meh. I don't know. I, don't, I didn't buy into my friends. I just, yeah. I would, I, I would like to see some of the stuff that they're putting out, but I'm not. I don't really want to buy a membership. I got enough bills to pay for. I don't need even. It's only $2-3 or whatever it is, but that adds up over a period of a year, right? If you're going to buy that for a year, you're going to spend that. Still, it may not sound like a lot of money, but it all adds up, right? So, yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too, my friend. I like simple, honest channels too. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of YouTube anymore. I watch a few. I support my friends. Like I got my friend loves loud cars. He's got a channel in Canada. He's a no nonsense type of guy. A lot of manly stuff. You've all heard me talk about Nathan. Like I support his channel. Try to watch as much videos that he does, even if I'm not really that interested in it. I like the guy, and he's my friend on WhatsApp. Like he's not on Facebook or anything. So if he is, he's not my Facebook friend. So, but we talk quite regularly on WhatsApp, and then my cruising channel friends, like we talk regularly. We're gonna go meet them in Cancun actually, and they're from Florida, and we're gonna go. I really like those people. We just hit it off. We did a video with them. We were on their channel, and I can't remember if they were on ours or not. We did a video with them. Chris and Liz, they're quite funny. So we're gonna meet them in Cozumel, Christmas time, over December. So we'll be there visiting them over December. I'm excited to meet them in person. They seem like wonderful people. We've talked to them lots on the phone and whatnot. So we've done video calls with them, and I talked to her quite a bit, Liz, quite a bit about YouTube. So me and Liz kind of are YouTube friends here. So yeah, and a lot of time, too many actors. Yeah, and people reading from a script. Like I know a lot of people, they read a script and yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna knock anybody. Do your own thing, right? But I just let me do my own thing too. I don't want to knock anybody. People are out hustling and trying to make a buck, right? Some people, this is their livelihood, so they're gonna do whatever it takes, to make a buck, right? So, you know, yeah. Yes, I want to be as real, and I've always said that from the beginning. I want to be as real as possible. I try not to copy other people's channels. I don't, and that's what YouTube tells you to, or Google tells you when you start a YouTube channel is to copy other people. Find people in your niche and copy what they're doing, but try to do it better. I don't. Yeah, I didn't never followed that. I just kind of went my own way, do my own thing, and I want to be as real as possible. So I think being real is better. Like I said, I know a lot of YouTubers. They read from a script or they've memorized a script. It's like acting, right? So I think you can't believe anything you see on YouTube, television, social media. You can't trust or believe any of it. And now with this AI, oh my God, it's crazy. Yeah, we haven't even been here a full month, man. Actually, it was 2 weeks yesterday. Sunday it's 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm on Rumble, but I can't get into my Rumble account. I had it set up actually, Steve, I don't know, about a year ago. I was supposed to be uploading to YouTube and to Rumble at the same time. because there was a thing where you could intertwine the two and connect your YouTube to Rumble, and I did that. And for some reason, I can't get on my Rumble. So I don't know why, if YouTube has blocked them from doing that. So I just saw a video today on Rebel News in Canada. No, it wasn't Rebel News. Sorry. A guy that does news videos. What, I can't remember his name. But anyway, he was saying that YouTube shut down a media channel from like CBC. CBC News in Canada got YouTube to shut this channel down because it was doing the news better than they were, than CBC News. I don't know if you guys seen that or not, but yeah. And I can't remember the name of the channel that got shut down. I'd never heard of it. I just saw it today. Clyde is the guy's name. I can't remember. His name is Clyde, and he does YouTube. He's a mechanic. I started watching him back with the truckers and that, when all these YouTubers started going on about, yeah, that's it. Clyde do something. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I watch him once in a while. So I like him. He seems my type of guy. So, but I don't watch all of his videos and the whole video because he's on for like ever, kind of like what I'm doing right now for over an hour. So I don't have time to watch all that. But I did catch his one today that he did because I seen about, so I clicked on it right away because of the title. And yeah, what did it involve? Well, CBC News got YouTube to shut the channel down. So I don't know if you watch that one. Yeah, it's crazy. The censorship is just crazy. So anyway, so yeah, and then anyway, back to the Rumble. I was supposed to be uploading videos to Rumble at the same time as my videos were uploading to YouTube, and now I can't get onto my Rumble account. So I don't know. I don't know. Rumble is still like, I like Rumble too because it's not as censored as YouTube. YouTube is so censored, and everything's a freaking copyright strike. They hear 20 seconds of a commercial. Oh, copyright. You're not going to get monetized because there was 10 seconds of a song that Sinead O'Connor sang or whatever, Oh, yeah. Anyway, so YouTube's where the people are. Everyone's on YouTube. And much, I agree. I like Rumble too, but yeah, exactly. Yeah. I agree, Keith. I agree with you. Yeah, everything is, though. It's not much that isn't. Yeah, it's been over a decade since we turned the TV off, the news. So, yeah, that's anyway, let's not get political. Yeah, that's right, Keith. Another reason you to continue to not watch CBC News. Yeah. I have been using AI more, though, Diana. I do like it. It's making my life a lot easier, and I think it's streamlined my channel, and I think it makes my videos a little bit more professional now that I'm using AI. So I really do like using it. I think AI has its uses, just like Google. So, and I'm learning a lot with the AI. Again, it's another tool that I'm learning. And I do enjoy using it. And Jennifer told me about it a while ago. You should be using AI, but I don't know. And then my other friend Roger was telling me, and I did I have it on it's right on my my window here, right at the top, Chat GPT, but I never hardly used it. And then lately, the last couple months here, a month or whatever it's been, I've been using it quite a bit. So with my videos and information and whatnot, and yeah, it's really makes my life a lot easier. It's a lot easier than using Google. Way easier. Way easier. It's more detailed, and yeah, you can tweak it and just keep adding, and it'll just cater to whatever it is that you want it to do. You know, you can just keep adding to tell it to do stuff, and it'll just keep rewriting whatever you want it to do, whatever you want to tell it to do, right? So it's really a handy tool. And then even for pictures, I've been using it for thumbnails, but they're not really going over that well, some of them. So I don't know. I think I've said it before, but I've been using 3 thumbnails for every video now. So now another chore that I have, making 3 thumbnails instead of just one. So I'm making 3 now. So well, that's kind of good though, because then it just gives me, so YouTube will randomly put out those 3 thumbnails, and then it'll say the percentage of which one performed the best. And I've been throwing an AI thumbnail in there on every one, and the AI one is never one. Yeah, I can use AI for my voice too, but I don't think people want to hear that. Like I've heard that before. AI, especially for Spanish words, it doesn't, like, AI is great, but it doesn't pronounce Spanish words very well at all. And a lot of English words are not bad, but I don't think I have used it before. I put it in I think I've put it in 1 or 2 videos where I've used an AI voice because I have it in my editing program, and I don't think people want to hear an AI voice too terribly much. I know I don't. I think like what Keith and Steve were saying, they like real and natural. I mean, so yeah, I think it's cool. I do like it. I think it's, if you use it a little tiny bit, it'd be all right. But yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't pronounce Spanish words very well either, so AI does even a worse job. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, you see, I've seen videos where AI is talking and it's another language or whatever, and AI just totally messes the word up. Even English words, I've seen AI mess the word right up. So I like playing with it though. It is kind of cool to play with. I use it a little bit. I could use it once in a while, a little bit more, maybe just for, a sentence or two, right? I wouldn't want to have a whole video in AI. I like the idea, like with the subtitles, I've done that where it's AI's converted my speech to Spanish and subtitles, which is kind of cool. I've got to go in and correct it because sometimes with my slurred speech, sometimes that I have, it the subtitles doesn't pick it up properly. Usually it's pretty good because I do speak usually pretty clearly, but sometimes, like everybody, nobody's perfect. God knows that. So, but sometimes, AI doesn't pick up the word properly in English, and you got to go in there and correct it, or the spelling, it spelled it wrong or whatever, right? So my spelling is terrible. So, but another good thing, thank God for AI. Yeah, I don't like the AI voices either. I don't. I don't. Yeah, chatbots, yeah, are the worst for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not big on AI voices either. I'm not. You can tell. Like I got my one friend, another guy, YouTuber that I like and follow, he does videos out of Cancun, and he's been on my live streams before. Travel Droner, he uses an AI voice for all of his videos, and it sounds pretty good actually. Like he's tweaked it, and he's been doing it for a while. So it's hard. You can tell, but it's hard to tell it's an AI voice. It is. He's got it down to a science. Actually, he's tweaked it pretty good. So I'm sure there's a lot of channels. Dragouts, yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Some guys are good at it for sure. Like I said, Travel Donor, his is all AI, and I don't mind his videos. His voice that he uses is an AI voice, and it's done quite well. So it can be done. So yeah, I'm not sure what Lynn was talking about dragouts. I'm not sure what he means. He uses text to speech, so maybe that's why it's didn't it didn't translate his speech very well. Yeah, I gotta go grab some more water, guys. I drank this whole thing of water. I'm drinking a lot of water. I've noticed my water intake has increased greatly since I've moved to Mexico. Greatly. I drink a lot more water than I ever used to. Way more. So I'm not going to stay on too much longer, guys. Maybe we'll see how you guys hang out here. We still got 8 people on right now, so and everyone seems pretty talkative, but I got to get up. I want to get up at a half decent hour tomorrow, so I got I don't know how far Larry's going to drag my ass tomorrow, but I am going to be on an e-bike, so I mean, it's not going to be a killer. We're going to be up in the mountains, but again, I'm on an e-bike, so that'll be too bad. I'm looking forward to that. I'll post some shorts. I don't know if you guys watch. You guys watch the shorts? You guys that are on here? I don't know who watches the shorts or not. I post a lot of shorts. I get a lot of subscribers from shorts. Yeah, I ramble. Everybody rambles. I ramble. Yeah, I think you do drink more water in this climate. It's hot, humid. I feel thirsty all the time. I remember back home in Canada, sometimes I couldn't get enough water. I'd be like just parched, so parched. I'd come home from work or whatever. I'd always take 2 bottles of water to work with me and my thermos of coffee, but I have 2 bottles of water and I would drink them. But there's still like a smaller, 500 mils of water. It's not a lot of water. So 500 mils of water, whatever it is, and then some days you come home and you just like drink 3-4 glasses of water. Like you just can't get enough, Yeah, water is great for you for sure, right? I like water. My friend at work, he said, guy I worked with, he goes, I don't drink water. He says, I go, why not? Fish effing that fish effing water. I was like, what? Fish effing water. So, what does that have to do with anything? Yeah. And my older brother too, he doesn't drink a lot of water. My brother Everett, he's not a big water guy. Yeah. Jen does pretty good with drinking water. All right. I'm glad you like the biking videos because I got biking videos coming up. I'm gonna try to make them short though, not a half hour long. I'm gonna keep them, 15, 20. I'm gonna try to keep them 15, 20 minutes, And no one wants to watch anybody biking down the road. I'll just, try to keep them fairly short and just show you the information and throw a map in there and my drone shots and whatnot. Kind of like what I've been doing, but I'll try to keep the biking videos here. But I'm gonna make every time I go out with these guys, my time here is not gonna be all biking videos, so don't think that. But I'm gonna have a lot of biking videos coming up here because we're going to different areas. So I think some people will really enjoy them, out in the jungle, and it gives you a different view of Oaxaca that you're not going to see. I don't see it, not very much anyway. So everyone shows the city, and you go on YouTube, you search Oaxaca, they're showing you the city. There's a lot of videos on the city of Oaxaca, downtown, and El Centro, and Reforma, and I'm going to do some of those as well. Don't get me wrong, we'll do those, but we'll do restaurant tours, tequila tours. I want to get out and do a mezcal tour, not tequila, but mezcal, and hook up with my buddy Mezcal, and then out traveling around. So maybe get out to some waterfalls over here, some rivers, whatnot as well with my friend Samuel, the guy that we did the tour with to the petrified waterfalls and then walking tour of Oaxaca City. So we'll get some videos done with him and then biking tours, right? So there's going to be a lot of biking videos though, for sure. So every time we go somewhere different, even if they're going to be short, whatever, I think they'll be cool. And at least I think some people will enjoy them with, being out in nature, seeing different areas of Oaxaca. What else does Oaxaca offer other than just the city and food, right? The city life and food. Oaxaca's a big state. It's mountains all around us with beautiful countryside. It's rolling hills, lush green rolling hills. It's freaking beautiful, right? It really is. It's beautiful here. When I'm up in the mountains biking and we're up high coming back to the city, I just look around and the videos really do it no justice. It doesn't do it any justice at all. I just see the horizon of the beautiful hills in Oaxaca and the green, lush valleys. It's breathtaking. It really is. Really, really is. It is absolutely breathtaking here. You know. Yeah, I do a lot of shorts from longer formatted videos as well. So you can take a long formatted video now. YouTube's a new thing YouTube started, I don't know, about a year ago, maybe more, where you can make a short out of a long formatted video. And if you just click on the link below, it has a little arrow and it'll say, I can't remember what it says, but there's a link there. You can click on that link and it'll take you right. It's got the arrow, the little arrow, and it'll take you right to that video, to the longer formatted video that it was made from. So yeah, I know a lot of people that do that, watch at double speed or more. I do too, because that's another thing. It talks slow so people can understand you. Because when you're speaking, you want to be able to speak clearly. I can shoot me now, please. Just talk freaking normal. If I have to slow it down, then I'll slow it down, but I don't want to hear like, oh yeah. I got videos. I know people that talk like that when they do their videos because that's what Google tells you. Speak slow and clearly, like you're a news broadcaster, so people can understand what you're saying. You want me to go on and do more? No, shut up already. That's funny, Keith. Yeah. I knew what you meant anyway with the word fast. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do some markets too, for sure. I don't know, Lynn, if you guys watched that market video I got here in Oaxaca City. That's a pretty good video, I thought. It's one of the biggest markets here where we ate at the restaurant, the famous little restaurant inside the market. The whole video is the market, us walking through the market with Samuel. That was really good. Okay, have a good night, bro. Love you too, man. Now you got to work tomorrow. Take care, bro. Don't work too hard. See you in Cancun next year. Well, maybe this year. I don't know when you're going to come, but see you in Cancun. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little tiny arrow right on the shorts, and if it's made from a long formatted video, it'll tell you right on the short in the writing. It'll say, I can't remember exactly what it says here. What does it say? It says Let me find one here. I'll tell you in a second. I'll get one here. Oh, here's one. Created. It says right there, created from. So where it says created from, it's got like the little play button. So anyone that says created from is you click on that and it'll take you to the longer video. A lot of people like, why would you know that? Yeah, a lot of people probably don't know that. Let me shut that up. Yeah, like why would you know that? A lot of people probably didn't know that. So it'll say created from Two Gringos on the Go, but it's actually it should say created from the title, but it doesn't. It just says created from. So wherever it says that created from, that means it was from a long formatted video. So it's fairly new though, right? Like YouTube just started doing that, you know, not that long ago. I don't even think it's 2 years old, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't even think it's 2 years old. I'll send it to you, Lynn, that video. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp there if you want to watch it. I'd appreciate watch hours. So maybe I could make more than $50 in 1 month. So I'm gonna go fill up my water here, guys, and I got off of that. So let me go back here. So yeah, I enjoyed doing the live stream the other day. So I thought I was gonna just kind of take a break from doing videos today, from working on my video. I worked on it this morning a little bit, not too terribly much. But I did work on one video this morning, a little walking video in Salina Cruz, where Jennifer and I, like the first one we did, we went down to the Malecon, which was quite beautiful. But this one, we did a little room tour of our hotel with the price in Salina Cruz, and then we went for breakfast and had street food. We ate breakfast on the sidewalk, right? From a vendor, street vendor. We had some delicious breakfast there, which was good. It was really good. We had a great day that day. People were really friendly in Salina Cruz. I really enjoyed my time there. So that's my last video for Salina Cruz. So yeah, we had a really good time there anyway. Really, really good time in Salina Cruz. So that'll be the last video for Salina Cruz. And I got one more to make for what am I doing? Yeah, so I got one more to make for one or two more, I can't remember. I got another beach tour with a guy I met up with there, a Mexican guy. So yeah, we biked out to a beach out, couple beaches there. So local beaches in Huachuco, and then I think that's it. And then we're done. Then we're into Oaxaca videos here. So probably the next couple weeks we'll be into Oaxaca videos here. So yeah. Oh, hey, there's Nathan. Welcome, Nathan. We're just talking about you. Were your ears ringing? So Nathan's got a pretty cool channel, guys. Check it out if you're Canadian or American, or you like real. If you guys like real content, Nathan's videos are pretty real, very very real. Can't get any more real than Nathan's videos, guys. So Nathan's got some pretty cool videos. Be sure to check out his channel. A lot of his videos are short too, so you'll appreciate that. He doesn't make 20, 30-minute videos like I do. He does have some longer ones though, but he likes to make short ones. So, but he's got some pretty cool videos there. He's up in the Peace Country, living in the Peace Country in Alberta, man, living the dream. Hard-working truck driver up there in the Peace Country, out in the patch. It's out in the patch, man, driving. Hard-working Albertan boy. Yeah, cool. I really appreciate you being on the live stream, Diana. Everybody, I appreciate all you guys for being on here, man. Really, really do. And women, absolutely. Yeah, you're back. Steve was talking about Wise. I look into it a little bit more. I'll get Jennifer to look into it. Back to the Wise account. It is quite popular. I know a lot of people use it, so it seems to be working out for a lot of people. Yeah, our budget videos do really. That's one of our better performing videos. Is the budget videos. Yeah. Yeah, we're just about ready to drop another budget video here. Yeah, because it's the 26th today. Man, time flies. Jeepers. Yeah, I think a lot of people, Cali girl, I think a lot of people like long formatted videos. I notice in my back office, the longer I make my video, the longer people are watching that video. Like, say, I'll give you an example. If I make a 15-minute video, people are watching on average, not everybody, but on average, they're watching 5 minutes of it or less. Where if I make a 30-minute video, they're watching 10 minutes or more of it. So, and that's the overall, right? So and that's typical for YouTube for everybody from what I've seen. So the majority of people are only watching 5 minutes of a video. And then if you make a longer video, they seem to be watching the video a lot longer. So I don't mind the longer videos if it's something I'm interested in. Yeah, see, I'm with you, Steve. 20 minutes, like under 30 minutes. As long as it's under 30 minutes and it's something I'm interested in, I don't mind, you know. But if it's not something I'm interested in, then no, I'm not going to watch it. I got to be interested in it, you know, like anybody, right? If you're not interested in it, why the hell would you watch it, right? Like I'm sure I have a lot of subscribers that don't watch every video because they're not interested in every video, right? They're interested in whatever area you're in, right? So, but I'm Steve. I'm with you. Like 20 minutes is yeah. I could go as long as it's under 30. I don't want to sit and watch an hour video or a 45-minute video. If I see that it's in that 20-minute mark, 25, 26 minutes, if it's something I'm really interested in, I'll watch it. But yeah, 20 minutes is yeah. That's kind of the golden number. And I do like to keep my videos, but I really struggle because I want to show you guys everything that I see. And I know in reality and hindsight that that's not practical, you know. So you do edit out quite a bit. And I'm trying to record smarter too, because only push play, because you're just making your job harder if you got all this footage that you're not even going to use, right? So only push play on a scene or whatever that you are going to use, you know. So the more footage you have, the longer it takes you to go through that footage, the longer it takes you to edit that video, right? So if you got an hour of freaking footage to go through, like the video I'm making now, I was so happy. I put it in the editing program and it came up 30 some minutes. And I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. I can whip through that rather quickly, because a lot of it was drone footage and that. So I know I'm already cutting out, a fair bit of it, So yeah, the shorter the video, the easier it is to edit, right? So, which is kind of nice too from an editor's point of view. Yeah, exactly. The more footage, the more. Now, Steve, you do something with radio. I remember you were talking about radio. Let's plug and I seen on your. I went to your channel there, and you got a little bit of radio footage there, but not a lot. And then I thought maybe you'd have a podcast. And I was looking uh, for a podcast. I know you're on radio, and then you mentioned it before, but you really didn't get into detail. Kind of curious about that. If you want to just throw that in the chat there, I'll be sure to read it. Yeah, Nathan, he watches a lot of videos while, not that he watches them, but he listens to a lot of videos while he's working. So he's a busy guy. Nathan loves loud cars. He's a busy guy. Like he's got a wood processing plant set up at home on his acreage, and he's making videos. He's got a drone now. He's got a wife. He's got kids. And not just, he's got teenage kids, so he's busy. He's got teenage boys, so he's busy. He's got a lot of kids, and he works full time, and then he does YouTube, and he's got a business on the side, and he helps his brother and his dad, and he's a real family man. So the guy's busy. So I get, you don't have a lot of time, and I appreciate Nathan giving us some of his time to watch our videos and comment and a subscriber. Me and Nathan have become pretty good friends over the last few years here, talking on WhatsApp and on in the comment section on his videos and on my videos. I like to tease him quite a bit. I rib him once in a while. I was just bugging him about his video there on the eel there. 14 minutes 14 minutes staring at an eel. Guy giving him a hard time about that. I'm just bugging you from my heart, though, just like I'd rib my brother. Yeah, I didn't even know I had a channel. Well, you wouldn't be able to talk to me if you didn't have a channel. That's how YouTube gets you. You can't comment, subscribe, or nothing unless you have a YouTube channel. That's why you see when you go into a lot of people's back office, they comment and they say, "Oh, most of my viewers are not even subscribers," because people don't sign up to YouTube. The people that are on YouTube, they're not actually signed into you. They're not signed up to YouTube. They're just there watching videos, and they can't comment, they can't like until you create a subscription, right? Yeah, days ago. You mean decades ago. Yeah, that's funny. I never did fill up my water. Cece's staring at his mom now, brushing her teeth. What's mom doing in the bathroom? Brushing her teeth? Mom brushing her teeth? Hey? Are you waiting for mom to go to bed? Oh, and I got dishes to do yet, too. Oh, jeepers. Dishes, and I should hop in the shower, too. So we had pork chops and a big salad tonight. We stopped eating starch quite a while ago, and then we got back into it, but not regularly. It's the odd time we would have starch. So we don't eat a lot of starch anymore. We have rice and the potatoes the odd time, but it's not a daily thing like it used to be back home in Canada. Every day was, potato, rice, pasta, something starch. Now, a lot of times we'll just have meat and vegetables, and that's it. And Jen's been doing some baking, so we've been eating her baked goods. A little bit of a healthier alternative than buying a chocolate bar. I don't know what that chirping noise is. Like a dog chirping. A bird. Something chirping out there. Are you ready for bed? Are you ready for bed? Yeah, so anyway, good times. No. Yeah, exactly. We're all connected nowadays. Yeah, that's right. We are. A guy was commenting on one of my videos, and he said he thought I was American. He said, "Oh, don't stay very long. We don't like America." What the heck is going on with this? Cord is all chewed up. Anyway, he was saying that that's just his opinion, but we like Canadians, not Americans. But that's just him saying that, right? No, I was like, well, you know what? We're all brothers and sisters. We all bleed red. We all have family. We all have friends. We all got a mom and dad, and we all got feelings. We should really all be on the same side, right? We should all be on the same side. So no matter your skin color, race, or whatever, we're all equal. We're all equal in God's eyes, right, Nathan? So I don't know if you guys are religious or not, but most of you know that I am. I find the older I get, the more religious I am. Yeah. Yeah, the whole world is clown world. No doubt about it. So anyway, guys, it's we'll go for another 15 minutes here. 9:30. That's 15 minutes. 9:30. I'm gonna shut her down. That gives me time to do my dishes, have a shower, and get ready for bed myself. Shut this clown show down. Yeah, exactly. Nathan, it is hard to remember that. You know, you guys are all on the same. You guys are all on the same page. Everybody's on the same page. I guess that's why we're all here together, because we're all like-minded people. So, birds of a feather flock together, and that's so true. Doesn't matter, right? So, very, very cool. I'm really enjoying the YouTube though, guys. Like I've made so many friends because of YouTube, like that I've actually met in person, people that have reached out to us and came and met us and being recognized in Watuco, and it's been an incredible journey. It really has been. I mean, sure, I wished I had 1 million followers and 1 million views and all that, but I'm very blessed and thankful for what I do have. And it's been everybody wants, abundance of whatever it is, but it's been an incredible journey. It really has. It really has. We've made some amazing, amazing friends through YouTube. Some of you guys here tonight are my friends on Facebook. And yeah, I really appreciate it. And we have made some great friends. So, and some lifelong friends, you know. So it's been really, really great. Really, really great. Very thankful for that. Especially in Watuco is really where it really took off for us for meeting people. It was people came to Watuco and reached out to us, and I picked people up at the airport, drove them back to the airport, and drove them around, and hung out with them, and took them to the beach, showed them around, and just had a great time with people, and not just one or two, like a few people we met in person there. It was great. It was really great. If you guys we're going to be in Cancun, man. Our people are like, oh, you don't mind meeting I love meeting our subscribers. You guys want to come to Cancun? Shit, let's go. We'll go. We can eat tacos and drink some mezcal together. Go for a dip in the ocean. Going for a dip in the Caribbean together. You guys want to come to Cancun? Shit, I'm up to meeting everybody and anybody, man. Can never have too many friends. So, and I really enjoyed meeting people, the people that we have met. Yeah, I think so too. Steve, what you're saying there about the news is going to be more independent news. It's already turning that way because less and less people are watching the news. You see surveys, and if you can even believe and trust the surveys that they put out nowadays, you don't know what to believe anymore. Everything is BS and fudge numbers and whatnot. So, but I know for a fact what I've seen with my own eyes and ears. I've seen more and more people clicking that off and not watching it. And you can see in the numbers on, yeah, less and less people are watching. They've lost credibility over the years, right? So they've been caught in so many lies, and so they've really lost credibility with a lot of people over the last, you know, so many years. So I think you're absolutely right. You're going to see that. Well, that it's already happening. That's why you see so many independent news stations out there, right? And that really became big during the trucker convoy in Canada. You saw a lot of YouTubers starting channels doing news during the convoy, right? A lot of independent, and well, that Clyde, he's one of them, right? He sprouted his channel from that, you know. And there's a lot of them. There's that other guy. What's his name? He's from the East, Mr. Wonderful or whatever. I watched him too. I like Clyde better though. I can't remember his name, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. He's another one that's independent, and yeah, there's a lot of them, lots, so many of them in Canada, all over. I just see more of Canada because that's who YouTube shows me, because that's what I watch. You know, there's a lot of independent news channels on YouTube, that's for sure. So, Sunshine Baby, that's it. Yeah. See, I knew you knew. I knew you knew who I was talking about. You knew exactly. We are so on the same page. It's not even funny. You can finish my sentence for me. Yeah, Sunshine Baby. Yeah, that guy. I started watching him too. So I don't watch him as much anymore. I find his videos kind of drag on, and he kind of rambles a lot, even more than me, if you can believe that. I just wish a lot of times these guys that are doing this would just get to the bloody point already. Like, just get to the point. Like, why do you got to take an hour to tell me something that you could have said in 10 minutes or less, right? And I find Sunshine Baby is like that. It just takes him forever. I gotta put you down here for a second. I gotta, laptop's dying here. So, so yeah, I find I still like the guy, and I don't watch much of his videos anymore. Well, he's already monetized for sure, but he's uh, trying to make money is what it is, right? The more watch hours, the more money. He's fully monetized a long time ago, for sure. He's got a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, a lot of views. You see some of his videos got 15, 20, 30,000 views, right? 10,000, whatever. But yeah, he's got a lot of views. Yeah. I don't like the superstore. Hey, see you later, Keith. Thanks for hopping on, man. I hate the superstore. Peace out, brother. Have a good night. Yeah, I don't like superstore. I've been there a few times. Jen don't like it either. I like Sobeys. Sobeys in Canada, which used to be IGA or Save on Foods. Save on Foods is my favorite, and Sobeys. If I was in Canada, that's where I would shop. So that's my go-to grocery stores. I don't know. On the East Coast, they have different stores, so the East is different. The East of Canada is like a whole nother world. It really is. They have different grocery stores over there. They got that Loblaws or whatever. Yeah, IGA, which is Sobeys, right? Sobeys, IGA bought out Sobeys. That's why IGA, Sobeys has the best meat and the best bakery. IGA's got the best meat. So I like the meat from IGA. So, but anyway, yeah. What the hell? Oh, we're talking about Sunshine Baby and all the political news there. So yeah, I agree with you on that. So I think more and more, well, you're already seeing it. A lot of independent, and in the USA, it's the same. You see a lot of. I do watch some USA independent news station, Redacted. I remembered. Hey, look at that! I remembered. Yay! Yeah, I watch Redacted quite a bit. I like those guys. They put out some pretty good pieces, but lately, I don't know. Some of their stuff is like, really? Okay, whatever. You know. So I did watch a lot of Redacted. So yeah, and yeah, the meat's expensive. Well, they got anything that's good, and they're gonna make you pay for it. That's it. Viva Frey. The name sounds familiar. Not on a regular basis, but I think I've seen the name. I don't really watch a lot anymore. Like I used to watch more. Lately, I don't watch very much. Candace Owen, I like her too. I like watch. She's from the U.S. I like everyone. I'm sure you know who Candace Owen is. I like watching her. I like her stuff. She's a smart girl, smart cookie. Yeah, I like Candace Owen too. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and there's the Fringe, and there's a bunch. There's so many that started from the trucker convoy, and they're all doing really well. But they're all regurgitating the same information, just like what the news does, right? And just regurgitating the same information on a different channel from different people and their views and or opinion. It's like me. I'm just giving you my opinion, even on my YouTube. It's all opinions, right? And that's what these guys are all doing. Good on them, though. I mean, right on. It's making them money, and I'm sure, like me, they enjoy doing it. So, and I think they're doing a good service for the public, right? So, but usually you watch one or two, right? Because they're all, like I said, they're all just repeating the same information over and over again, pretty much. Anyway, I find the odd one that does throws a different spin on things, but yeah. These guys, I used to watch them more a few years ago, not so much anymore because since we've been here in Mexico and I'm so busy living my life, I don't, between trying to live healthy, biking and exercising and YouTube and the dog, my wife, my daily chores, dishes. I don't have, and my war game, I play my war game. So that's kind of my downtime type thing. And I do that quite every day, pretty well. I log on. So, and then I'm still doing my Duolingo. Like I practice my Spanish every day. I've been doing that for, I think I'm over a year now without missing a day. So that doesn't take a lot of time, but it's still, yeah, I do my own thing. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm going to check that name out. I wrote it down. Go have a look. Barnes and Barnes thing. I don't know if I've seen that. Viva, I'm pretty sure, has come across my feeds before. Barnes, I don't know. I don't think I ever heard of that. Yeah, there's a lot from the convoy though, that started up. A lot of these guys, which is good though. Like I said, I got a lot of information from these independent news journalists that were out live on the street. That's what introduced me to Rebel News. I had unsubscribed to Rebel News, so I just got. But then I just recently re-subscribed to them because I don't mind some of their stuff. They did a piece not too long ago about the fake homeless people begging for money, and they called them out on it. And that's been going on. That goes on everywhere, all over the world. But Jennifer said, and well, Jennifer was saying, yeah, it's been going on for years. These guys are out in the street begging for money, and in actuality, they got a car, they got a home, and they're pretending they're homeless. And he went, and I don't know if you watched that one. The young fella, they've hired a lot of young journalists at Rebel News, and the guy went out and he followed them anyway, and then they met in a back alley. Two supposedly homeless people that were out begging on the street in the east somewhere, and he followed them, and they met in a back alley, and some guy picked him up in a minivan, and then he tried following them to where they were going to see where they were going to go, and they caught on that they were being followed, and they ended up stopping at a store, and he confronted them, and they totally denied that they even did anything, like that he seen them and gave them no, that wasn't us. They said, you're talking, I don't know, and they were playing dumb. They're foreigners. They were playing dumb, like they didn't understand. And no, that wasn't us. It was somebody else or whatever. They were denying it, right? It's like, yeah. So yeah, you saw that. Yeah, it's like, good God. And that's been going on for years. And that goes on all over the world. There was somebody a while ago I seen in the USA, a guy was a millionaire. He was making millions of dollars a year by pretending to be disabled or whatever. Oh, I can't remember what it was, but he was, yeah, and he got busted. Yeah. Yeah, busier in retirement than when working. That's right, California girl. Yeah, I was pretty busy working, but I'm definitely busier now. Definitely busier now. Well, I wasn't trying to live a healthy lifestyle when I was in Canada. So when I'd go to work, I'd work and then come home and sit on the couch and eat junk food and watch TV, right? Or even if I didn't eat junk food, just laying on the couch and watch TV after work, right? Didn't feel like doing anything. Now I'm a lot more active. When I was cooking, I was very active. When I was a chef, I was active. I was always on my feet, you know. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah. I I really struggle here in Mexico. You'll notice a lot of people, they're out on the street, and I don't mind giving these people money. They're performing. They're on the street juggling, or they're playing an instrument. They're not just there with their hand out begging. They're performing, or they're trying to sell something, whether it even be a little sticklet of gum or whatever. They're either offering a service, or they're performing, or they're trying to sell something, and they're asking for money, right? Like you'll see them on at the lights, and they'll be juggling, or they'll come and they'll want to wash your window, right, with their squeegee bottle and their squeegee, and they want money for 10 pesos for washing your window, right? So I don't mind giving those people money, and we do quite often. Or if I see an elderly person on the street that you can obviously see, maybe some of them are scammers too. I don't know, but I got a pretty soft heart. And if I see an older person, and then sometimes with the kids will come up and they're selling stuff. And even if I don't want it, I'll buy it because I want to help them. This guy just the other day, he was selling, he made us a cricket out of bamboo or leaf or whatever it was. He was selling these crickets that he made, tied them in a knot, a little cricket. They were really cool. And we bought one because we thought they were neat and wanted to help the guy out, right? So we buy it, and it was like, I don't remember. He said, pay whatever you want. A lot of times, that's what he said. And then a lot of times, well, whatever you feel is right. Because a lot of times when you do that, people are going to give you more. That's a smart marketing tool. I'm not going to tell you how much to pay. You give me whatever you feel it's worth, which is a brilliant marketing tool because more often than not, people will pay more than what you would have actually offered, right? So you're like, oh, I'm going to give you 50 pesos now, when maybe he would have only asked for 5 or 10 pesos or 20, whatever, right? So it's a great marketing tool. You pay me what you feel it's worth. So anyway, we bought this little cricket and we left the restaurant and we had it on the table. And well, good gravy, we forgot the damn thing. It's like, oh, I left that little cricket. And it was kind of cool. Like I would have put it on my little desk here or whatever. Yeah. Oh well. I'm sure we'll see him again and I'll buy another one off of him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, some of them. That one singer, he was funny in Huatuco. He's like, we went to give him money and he's like, no, 50 pesos, he says. We got to give him 20 pesos. He goes, no, it's 50. It's like, what? He felt his worth was 50 pesos for his song. You come over, a lot of times in Mexico, they'll come over and serenade you at the table and give him a tip, right? We gave him 20 pesos. He's like, no, 50 pesos. It's like, oh, okay. He knew his worth. Oh, he gave him 50 pesos. But yeah, it's like, okay. So, a lot of times we don't want them to come and sing. As much as I love it, and so does Jen, but Cece doesn't like it, right? So everything's always about the dog. So anyway, guys, we went over my time. Oh my Lord, it's almost 2 hours we've been on here yakking. I'm going to sign out. Peace. God bless everybody out there. As always, be kind to one another. Thank you so much for hopping on, everybody, from the bottom of our hearts. We really appreciate you all. Thank you for being subscribers and supporting us here, our little wonderful channel here in Mexico. Cheers from Dos Canadians and a little Cece. But I got dishes to do and I got to hit the shower. So catch you on the next one. Adios. Hasta luego. Peace out, guys.